My name is Nothando Mhlungu. I'm from KZN but currently residing here in Albert North.
You may share with us your wonderful testimony.
I graduated in the year 2020 and it was during COVID. So Lancet was looking for swab aid procedures that will take COVID swabs. And then a friend referred to me and I was hired. It was a contract of 6 months because they didn't know when COVID will end. So I was working there and the work was a lot because we'll swab more than 200 patients a day, and it wanted you to be physically fit and also mentally fit because there was no room for error. And I worked there, but I had challenges where my feet will always be painful and my right leg will always be numb, and I'll always have pain on my right hand also. So I wasn't, it came a point where I wasn't enjoying my work and I was very unhappy. After 6 months, they wanted to renew my contract, but I refused because I was no longer enjoying working. So it was in December 2021 when I stopped working. And also I resigned in the hopes that I'll get a better job, which was less strainful. And in 2021, I applied to no avail. I applied a lot. I also, in 2022, I applied, and also in last year, 2023, I was applying. I applied a lot of jobs, more than 50. Some they won't even respond. Some will go for assessment and they'll say they won't take me. So I wouldn't even go for interviews. And I came and I registered for prayer line here at the Throne of Grace Ministries last year in November, and man of God prayed for me and he delivered me, and he also said that I was going to have a stroke, and anyone that wanted to hire me, when they see me, they see someone who's disabled. And he also uttered a word of prophecy that he sees 2 doors opening. And this year, my husband got a call in Bloemfontein. His friend called him, he needed his help with work. They had renovations at a college. So he went. When I was packing his clothes, I forgot to remove the envelope that had my documents. And then he left with the bag. And as he was working there, he saw my documents and he went to the owner of the college and also the principal of the college and showed him my documents. And he also called me that I must send my academic record, of which I've sent, and they said they'll get back to me. And in the same week, my husband's friend also said his company, they needed an admin clerk, and my name, and he just thought of me, and he said I must send him my CVs and my documents, of which I've sent. And then they called me for an interview. I went for an interview 2 weeks ago. And I went for the interview, I went for the assessment, and on the very same day, his boss said, no, they'll take me and they'll tell me when I must come. And while I was waiting, while I was still in Bloemfontein, because when I was in Bloemfontein, my husband, they are staying in the same building that they're renovating, which is the college. So I was staying there, and every day the owner and the principal, they'll see me and they'll talk to me and then ask me about my studies and everything. And then they called me one day, and he came upstairs to me and said, no, tomorrow I must come for an interview. And then I agreed. I went. It was last week Friday. I went for the interview, and to my surprise, he didn't even interview me. He just gave me textbooks, he gave me a timetable, and he gave me files and the schedule and said, these are the subjects that I'll be lecturing, and I've got the job. And also on that very same day when I started to lecture, the admin job, they called me and they said they needed me the following Monday. So I was confused now, which job should I take and which should I leave? And then I prayed and I thought about it and I said, I want to take the one that will equip me with the relevant skills that I'll need for what I want to be. Because what I desire to be is to be to work in the clinical trials industry and to be a research assistant or a researcher. So I decided to take the admin clerk job because it will give me the skills, the admin skills that I'll need to where I'm going to.
Let us clap our hands for Jesus. Let us clap our hands for this wonderful testimony. So, my sister, can you kindly tell us, how did all this affect you?
It affected me so bad. Some days I'll just wake up and I'll be so discouraged. I'll be very unhappy, and I'll even regret leaving the job that I had, because my friends, the people that I left there, they ended up getting permanent offers. They even got leadership to further their studies and their career. So there's a time where I was even depressed, but I held on to my faith. I was always running after God and serving Him. I never stopped trusting God, and I understood that this is just a situation, it will pass. I looked forward and not what I was going through.
Let us clap our hands for Jesus. My sister, what are the words of gratitude would you give to God?
Yeah, I would like to thank God a lot. I thank you, Jesus. A million thanks are not enough for what you have done in my life. And I'll keep on staying in His presence and trusting Him and submitting myself to His will and to His word.
Let us clap our hands for Jesus. My sister, thank you for your